fund the arts, right? This is the thing that's amazing, is I'm literally trying to have a lecture with you guys about how in ancient Greece, the arts were a mandatory obligation for people, and that people respected it and loved it so much that the cities funded it to such an extensive degree. But I can't prove it because the slide won't load
Is that the computer
from the district provided laptop.
Yep.
Anywho, how are you guys?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, to the pie. Oh, good. All right. So, women attended the festival. Women, us fragile women, we were still meant to go to the festivals unless we were pregnant with child, because nobody wants you to deliver a baby in the middle of the festival. And you'll know why soon when we see the location of the festivals took place. But in Greek theater, violence never occurs on stage. They weren't interested in people seeing violence. They were interested in hearing it. And the reason for that is that they're an oral culture, right? They come from an oral tradition of telling stories, and the theater's a part of that. For us, we're a visual culture. We look at videos, and we look at film and television, and that's how we understand our stories. That was not true for them. So for them to have a messenger run on stage and say, oh my gosh, this amazing thing just happened, the queen is dead, and then for him to relay how that death occurred, was really, really effective as a storytelling technique for the ancient Greeks. You guys get a little zoned out. I can see it in your eyes. Right now, it's happening. All right, I've pushed the button. We'll wait half an hour. So for them, you guys need to let me know, actually, when it clicks over, because I have no idea. I should push it again. It's like an elevator button. Maybe if I push it 12 times. No, somebody else come and push it, just to be like in an elevator. You know, push the button. You know what I mean? And then you stand there, and then somebody else looks at you after you push it and pushes it again. And then you hate them secretly.
And then he goes over the level. You're just like, come on.
So yeah, so women, women were able to attend the festivals because the violence took place off stage.
It's intermission right now.
I would jump out of this PowerPoint presentation and go to a different one. I have all of these images on the Greek theater, which is really interesting, and masks, and this machine called the Deus Ex Machina, which means God of the Machine, and it's like this harness system that like hovered actors over the stage to make them look like flying gods, and I can't show you any of it. Hey chickens, how's it going? How was your spring break?
It was
Anyone else
horrible.
get really excited for a lecture they can't give? I gave up sugar, so that's working out. Anyone? Anyone?
Hey, Liz.
I'm so frustrated, you Liz, and I love that you came out to check on me. Thank you so much.
I beat the Walking Dead with me.
Please go home and tell your parents. Are you videotaping this?
Yes.
Still? Perfect.
Yeah.
It's going to be the longest video ever, and they're going to actually gave instruction for 14 seconds in that 45-minute class period. It's important that we all have a sense of humor about the value of your education. Lest somebody else is giving you the impression that the arts are not important, please reflect back to Athens, the greatest Western civilization in human history. They liked it. All right, let's talk out of order. So, I don't know, maybe start a different column somewhere on your paper, and we're just going to have to bounce for a different page, and we'll bounce back and forth a little bit. And it will be awkward, and I'm really sorry for that. And it will probably be an impossible learning situation. All right, one of the things, in addition to the city funding the poor to be able to go to see the plays, is that it is a civic requirement and an honor if you were a wealthy individual to fund the plays. So somebody would come to you and they would say, oh, Lauren, you wealthy citizen of Athens have been selected this year to fund these plays on this day at the Festival Dionysia, right? And she would be like, oh my God, you picked me! And she would be so excited, and then she would shell out a crap ton of money. to do things like pay for the actors, pay for the musicians, buy costumes, buy the props, paint the sets, and the Greeks had all of these things. And so she would fund it, and then next year it would be somebody else's obligation, and the year after that somebody else's. So you wouldn't have to do it year after year after year, but you would do it as a way of paying back to the city that had made you so wealthy. So the sponsor was called the Choreogos. So it's Choreegos. That would be useful on a slide right now. So that's still seriously like, I don't even know what to do about this scenario. Let's try escaping out one more time. Do I give up and just don't drag pictures on the whiteboard, you guys?
If it's like this, how's it for internet connection?